Hello everyone, I'm FMZ and welcome to episode 13 of Resurgence with Sheffield Wednesday. Welcome to season 2. It has been a very busy summer at Hillsborough. There has been lots of outgoings, lots of incomings as well. So I'll take you through those as well as previewing the championship season. Don't forget, if you enjoy this content, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, leave me a comment if you've got anything to say. Also, don't forget I'm a member of the FM Creators community and the Passion for FM team. The links to the Discord servers are in the description. Before we get to the incomings, let's get to the outgoings first. So we start with the free transfers, people who were let go by us at the end of their contract. So Paul Jones, the goalkeeper, went, as has Jordan Rose, Fernando Forestieri, Sam Winnell, Liam Waldock, Joshua Render, Ben Hughes and Omar Daba. Now the top 4 of those are the main ones. Obviously Jones didn't play for us and he's still on the coaching staff. Jordan Rose had a couple of games. Fernando Forestieri did the same, as did Sam Winnell. All big earners who have been taken off the wage bill, as well as a couple of others. Now, the ye old transfer blocker is back, but you can see we spent £2.3 million. We'll take a look at the incomings shortly. The rest of the outgoings. So Kadeem Harris has gone to Hull for a fee rising to £3.6 million. Dominic Iorf has gone to Eintracht Frankfurt for £5 million. Liam Palmer's gone to Aberdeen for £475,000. Kieran Westwood has joined St Patrick's Athletic on loan. Josh Van Aken has joined Swansea on loan. Paul Huntington has gone to Lincoln City for £165,000. So that's all the outgoings. £8.75 million worth during the summer, as well as the released players. Let's take a look at the players who are going to replace them. And we start with Kevin Stewart. He is joining us from Hull City on a free transfer. Central midfield player, potential to be a 3.5-star player. He was a regular for Hull City in the 3 seasons he was with them. He was also in Liverpool's academy, and he was at Tottenham's academy for a brief time. 26-year-old, no England caps, but as you can see from the statistics, a combative midfield player, and that's definitely something we were looking for in the summer. And a bit of a curveball, this next one. Victor Mongill has joined us on a free transfer, most recently playing his football in India of all places, but a 4-star player in the prime of his career. Absolutely delighted to get this one. Come up on the scouting network. The scouts have done a very good job with this one. Obviously we needed a centre half. After losing David Bates, he went back to his parent club in the summer. So hopefully this one will work out. Another player coming in, this time from Germany on a free transfer, is Julian Green, USA international. Aggression of 19. I like that in a midfield player, particularly in attacking midfield. Potential to be a 3.5-star player. Has been round the block, started his career with Bayern. You know, they talked about him being the next big thing, and it hasn't really happened for him, and I'm hoping he can find his place at Hillsborough. Speaking of Germans, and we have brought in Felix Gtze on loan from Augsburg. Another centre-half, but a young centre-half. We've looked at trying to freshen things up at the back this year. Has the potential to be a 3.5-star player. Bravery of 16 was the one that stood out for me the most. He's still in development, and I'm hoping we can help him along with that. Now, I mentioned earlier that Kieran Westwood had gone out on loan. Marco Sportello is his replacement. Coming in from Atalanta. He was one of 2 players we paid money for during the summer. And to be brutally honest, given his ability at 3.5 stars, it was a no-brainer. We needed somebody who was a bit stronger between the sticks. Obviously, Dawson and Wildsmith did well during last season, but I felt we needed an experienced goalkeeper to lead them going forward. Back into the loan market we went, this time for Jordan Gill. He's joined us on loan from West Ham. Pressing forward, I love Jordan Gill. If I was a championship fan, I would want this kid in my side, because Every time I see him play, he gives 110%. He may not be the greatest finisher, but he will certainly make a nuisance of himself. And I'm hoping, coupled with Stephen Fletcher, those two will be very good together. Moving on to another loan signing, this time Conor Gallagher, one of Chelsea's brightest stars, potential to be a 4.5-star player, a box-to-box midfield player. We are not blessed with great box-to-box midfield players, so I'm hoping Conor's going to fill that void quite nicely, although he is currently out injured. He's only out for up to 3 weeks, so he'll miss the first part of the season, but he won't miss much more than that. Moving on to our next addition, and that is Jack Clark. He has joined us on loan from Tottenham. 4.5-star player, potentially again. Acceleration of 16, agility of 16. I haven't seen him play in the flesh yet, but I have managed him on Football Manager in my previous save with Tottenham, and he was a great player to have in the squad. A winger, a right winger to play alongside Adam Reach in that department. Hopefully, he will hit the ground running in the Championship, much like he did with QPR last year. And another one to introduce you is Bruno Jordan. He has come in from Wolves on loan. Another midfield player, but a flair player. And that's something you need sometimes in the middle of the park. Was on loan at Bolton last year in League One. So I'm hoping he can make the step up to the Championship. Has the potential to be a 5-star player, does this kid. And the next one, we lost a couple of players at right back. So David Koroma has come in from Spain, from Santander to be precise, for a fee of about £550,000. Will compete with Moses Adebayo for that right back berth, but has the potential to be a 3.5-star player if we play our cards right. He is having to learn the language, which is never normally a problem, so I'm hoping he will do that. He's an attacking right back, which I enjoy as well, and I'm hoping to see how David does. Into the last 3 we go. Sammy Amiobi is the next one, bought in on a free transfer, most recently with Nottingham Forest, but has been round for a very long time. Younger brother of Shola Amiobi, of course. Started his career at Newcastle United. A left winger, which is something, again, we needed. Obviously, him and Smith Rowe will be vying for the left wing spot. It'll be interesting to see if age and experience triumph over youth. Speaking of youth and speaking of lack of strikers as well, Ryan Brewster has been bought in from Liverpool on loan. We are paying £6,000 a week for his services. A young, hungry attacker. Potential to be a 4.5-star player. We have actually coupled up with Liverpool as an affiliate as well during the summer. Hopefully they will send us a few more gems down the line as our relationship progresses. Determination of 18, pace of 14, finishing of 15. If he can put the ball in the net, and he did 6 times for Swansea last season, he will be worth his weight in gold. As will our final addition, Mason Greenwood, on loan from Manchester United. Now we are paying his full £25,000 a week. It is a massive, massive gamble, but when a player like this becomes available on loan to you, you have to take it, in my opinion. Finishing of 16, acceleration of 16, determination of flair 16 as well. The boy, as I've seen so far, is very, very good. Can he live up to the billing with us? Only time will tell. So there you have it. That is all the ones that have come in. There are a couple I've missed out. Alex Wojcik, as you saw, he's gone on loan to Crawley. Paul Huntington didn't last long. He went to Lincoln when I decided, you know what, we're going to upgrade our defence a little better than what he could offer. So that is the incomings and the outgoings done. Let's take a look at the preview of the Championship season. And the first thing to note is we are 5th favourites for promotion. Gone up 6 places since last season, so they've seen something in us throughout the summer. 8-1 we are. West Ham are the favourites at 6-4. Then come Newcastle at 2-1. West Brom at 5-2. Crystal Palace at 7-1. Then us. Bristol City, Nottingham Forest, Birmingham, Stoke, Swansea, Huddersfield, Blackburn. Again, it's very, very tight. Obviously 65-1 Lincoln City are to win promotion, which is a very, very short odd to win promotion, particularly when they're touted at being relegated at the same time. They come up with Blackpool and Rotherham incidentally. Yeah, we had 3 big clubs drop down from the Premier League. West Ham, probably the biggest of them, potentially that with Newcastle. Obviously, Crystal Palace are not a small club in their own right. So it's certainly going to be very, very interesting this championship season. Probably more unpredictable than last year. And let's face it, the championship season wasn't that predictable last season. Obviously, Brentford going up as champions, Derby, Cardiff and Preston going down. It is going to be an unpredictable league once more this season. And I'm hoping what we've bought in is going to be enough to get us up. You know, we have spent all what we had. You know, the wage budget has gone on everyone. I can do no more with that squad. If January comes and we need to have an addition or 2, it may be tough and I may just have to deal with it. But I'm hoping I don't have to. I think I've gone far and wide in terms of who I've bought in. Obviously, positionally, I think other than left back, we haven't bought someone in. Every other position has had a player drop into it to try and strengthen it or to try and evolve it and try and change it. And I'm really happy with what we've done. I mean, Mason Greenwood and Rhian Brewster up top. 2 young, hungry kids who are looking to lay down a marker for their career, and I'm hoping they're going to do that this season. Coupled with Stephen Fletcher and Jordan Hugh. Obviously, lack of goals was something that started to hurt us towards the end of the season last year. We were firing blanks left, right and centre. So I'm hoping that will solve that problem at least. Yeah, we're going to play a few games. We are going to drop back in for a match with West Ham, because we all know how much I love West Ham. And it'll be an early indication of how far we are away from a side that are potentially going to go up this year. You know, West Ham have got a very strong squad. I haven't lost that many from the squad that's come down, so I'm hoping that's going to be a great game for you to see. If you've enjoyed today's video, please leave a like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel and would like to do so, please click the subscribe button down in the corner. Don't forget, if you've got any comments to make, please leave them below. Also, don't forget, I'm a member of the FM Creators community and the Passion for FM team. The links to the Discord servers are in the description. That was episode 13 of Resurgence with Sheffield Wednesday. I will see you next time. Until then, thanks for watching. Bye.